things like that. And it adds to the conversation.
All right, good morning. It's Wednesday, July 29th, 2026. Welcome. New day, fresh start.
So right now,
Welcome
the
to the
bulls
morning
would
game
need
plan.
to,
I am
in
Manny.
terms of like bullish,
Every morning we
bearish,
come in with the same goal. We build out the structure
bulls would need
before
to
the
clear through
open, identify the
65s,
important levels, and understand what the market
68s.
is trying to do before real money gets involved.
So what we like to
Right, we
do
trade live,
is
we
kind of
break
use
down the
this, what's
markets in
called,
real
use our
time, and we
extending
focus on
rectangle.
decisions that
We
lead
usually
to
kind of frame
consistency.
out
No guessing,
pivot
no
highs, pivot
chasing,
lows,
no forcing trades. All our trades follow
and
a
that's where the
logic plan
last
so we can
buyers
repeat what
bought up at
works.
those levels
Structure first,
before the
execution
market
second.
reversed lower.
All right, let's jump on in.
So what
A little
means
bit
there
of
then
late start.
price
I'm
would
having
need
some
to,
technical
or bulls would need
difficulties getting the
to
new setup going
kind of
here,
push
so
through
bear
those
with
levels,
me. Thank you
right,
for joining me.
to change kind of the dynamic. Any bounces up to those levels still are referenced as potential sell opportunities.
All right, here we go, guys.
Until the buyers can clear those levels.
So coming into
today,
we have
clearing in,
there wasn't
clearing
really
and
much of
converting
an edge in terms of
to upper
the
support.
overnight inventory.
So
It
bounces
was
still
pretty
sellable.
much well balanced here. We can see that we had the strong move up in the pre-market, followed
until
by
further notice.
equidistance moving down, and then we just came right back up. So really, there wasn't really an edge, and now we're opening up pretty much in the center of the overnight distribution, right? So if we come out here and we kind of frame this out here, we're going to see that, yeah, we're just about right in the middle of it.
Where
we
were
were yesterday,
voice.
probably leaning a little bit lower. It is important to note that we are in what we would call a negative gamma environment. So I'm going to I'm not going to be able to go through the morning, the typical morning setup. Hey, good morning, Terry. How are you? Hey, Terry, I'm also live in the Manny room this morning. So just so you know, I'm trying out the new setup. Let's see how it pans out. All right, guys, let's jump right on in. So yeah, so we got this move here, moving lower right away, right off the open, kind of a liquidation break. When the overnight inventory is as balanced as it is coming into today's session, it doesn't really give us a directional bias right off the open. So again, we're just going to focus on having some patience here. And as I do every morning, I'm going to go ahead and focus in on that trade plan. I want to make sure that, let's see, there's a level coming around here somewhere I want to be mindful of. Okay. Yep. All right. So now let's take a look at this 15-minute time frame.
All right. So again, staying to the short side lean. I don't see anything on anything significant on order flow.
So obviously, if you're following the market blueprint, you know what we're looking for in terms of time. Okay. So let's just be aware of that.
Okay. So
Patience is going to be Patience is going to be important here this morning. I mean, we've just opened up, right? And already, what do we have? Let's just follow this through, right? Gosh, where did this chart go? All right, so we opened at, why is this thing going so slowly?
All right, I think it's going to be one of those mornings where we're just going to sit and grind it out for a bit.
All right, let's just wait for here. Let's see how this first 5-minute, first 15-minute bar forms before making any decisions, right? Because this thing is really moving quickly here. I mean, we just opened up and already we have a 16-point range, and it's only been
we have
what
45,
10 minutes, 11 minutes. So we want to be mindful. We want to be cautious here. What am I looking for? I feel super unprepared this morning because I had to run my daughter somewhere.
Somewhat in a no man's land here at the moment.
In this area here,
kind of these right around this 50 line in the sand.
So we had a support.
Somewhat of a no man's land.
I'm gonna have to make sure I get in here earlier because I feel disjointed this morning. We had a support that's becoming a resistance.
How about anybody else? What else? Does anybody else have anything around these levels to work with?
Going to look to see if I can sell some, just simply because. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at 74.57 to 74.62 as resistance.
Negativo.
Okay. Now, if it reclaims here, that kind of changes things.
Yeah.
But if I can get in really close,
pretty much yesterday morning, right? We had this hold. That was the rhythm.
Right. Probe it with one.
We were just chopping around in the middle.
Probe it quickly with one.
Oh, if you didn't get a chance,
see how it acts.
Right? Be sure to watch yesterday's video for a review. We talked about.
I need my stop above 61. I need to stop
non-trend days
61 pivot.
And we also spoke of being able to identify
low. That would satisfy the 96% stat. Okay.
Kind of handicap for a directional move coming outside of the
working
range.
Out pretty good here, so we're gonna go ahead and add one.
Okay. And again, it's something that I had learned years back. While I was, market making days. How to identify the likelihood of a directional move. So here's the link.
It's telling us volatility spike
for everybody to take a quick look at, or
it's a little bit early in the morning. We still haven't got that 15-minute body formed, but this is the area right here, 57 to.
And this is again, this was yesterday's
56. So my area is 57.62.
Should be some good footage.
And so here's the read on that.
If you're
following along, right?
Actually, we were discussing it in real time,
which is,
and lo and behold,
just in here,
the market broke out, and we had good trade opportunity to the long side. So if you're interested in learning a little bit about
so this is
kind of being able to handicap the directional move out of a
little bit higher maybe.
Range, well-defined range, has to be a well-defined range, which it was yesterday. Check that out in terms of
take that off. Like
yesterday's live stream.
The area is right in here, 57.
All right, today's line in the sand, folks. Okay.
So we're gonna see what pans
74.50. Where are we? 74.50 plus or minus 5. So this has been kind of the fulcrum point. Yeah, please make sure you like the video.
Just in here.
Yeah,
that's the area we want to hold.
We had fun doing that the other day.
I don't like how long we're hanging out here,
when we had,
but obviously this is going to be a sticky point. We can already see that it matters, right? Where we have bulls trying to. It acted as support on the first touch. Okay?
So we were saying,
so here,
come on, guys, give us a like.
And then here, give us the goose. Now we're moving lower. However, we are vulnerable.
Unfortunately, you can't give likes on the trade chat here. It doesn't register.
There is
but on YouTube, the algorithm
edging us towards the lower side, and that would be
that stuff up.
All right, so we'll just see how it pans out. Keep the risk tight.
Yeah, those are that link is just
there's never anything
historical
wrong
live
with,
streams.
Exiting for a few tick loss.
I mean, that's the database.
And then, whoa.
Of what we've
bounced really high. So I got one off for 3 points.
Sorry, every day
minus 3
gemstone.
points on that. Excuse me.
but there is some good
What's that?
stuff
Three
in
minus
there.
3 points. Yeah.
Always live, never Memorex. All right, 50s are holding, 45s holding. Again, we're looking for a move. If that price can
And
get
then my
clear
stop is above
those
that high.
65s.
So let's see if it takes
Right.
out 61. And if it does, we're just
that would
going
be
to
a
click the
positive
close
development
button.
for the
Just
bulls.
hang tight.
But
Let's
again,
see
keep
how
it
this
what
plays
you
out.
know. Look what's happening here, right? Again, this is kind of building this area here. You can see it in the profile, kind of the chunkiness, right, in that area. So the high volume
Now our open is 74.56 quarters. So now we're renegotiating that. It looks like they're going to
right in here. You can see this part of the profile.
So if we reclaim the open,
so this is where everybody can do business at the moment.
And
there's balanced
74.44
activity.
was the low.
Right, those that want to sell, find ample buyers. Those that want to buy, obviously,
a little bit
are
below
finding
that,
ample sellers
so
for their demand, and the sellers are finding ample.
Although I had to take that first one off supply. Because, of course, you know.
Okay, so and vice versa. So, until
sorry there.
Balanced equation shifts, where would it potentially shift?
If you look up in the media tray, you'll see that PTG David is green probably for you.
Right. So
if you click the green, so you'll probably see that PTG David is green. If you want to, okay, perfect.
What's one of the first concepts
if you're listening
you learn in economics
at the same time? So that is David. That is David broadcasting
supply and demand and equilibrium.
We're getting some follow through here. I had a -3 on the first contract. It just it spiked up, and I just gave it up. But look, it's moving nice here lower. Let's see if we can add another one. I missed it.
It still all comes down to the balance of supply and demand.
Yeah, I took it off.
The reasons behind that supply or demand.
I'm looking for the overnight low here, guys.
Incalculable.
I'm looking for the overnight low. I'm also looking for some follow through onto the downside.
So why to try to figure out
38.50 as our overnight low? I'm one.
So
as trader, Terry,
you could determine a reason why somebody did something individually, but in a collective environment.
Sorry, Terry,
like
I just
what
saw
we're
your
trading
right now. Your Manny,
those type of reasons are totally irrelevant.
Tab does not work. Okay, so hang tight. Let me see, Terry. Are you sure?
So supply and demand.
I had a comment in here.
You know,
it's funny. You in here yesterday.
Years back, while we're waiting for a trade here, years back, people would ask me, "Why did the market go up?"
Hang on.
Or why did the market go down? And it seems kind of, cheeky, but I would say more buyers than sellers, or more sellers than buyers. and the person that asking the question,
let me know, Terry. If not, I can post the link again.
Totally
and just
perplexed.
So Marlon is pretty much the person.
Yeah, there's more buyers than sellers
that can navigate
there
this.
Were more buyers than there was supply. There were more demand than there was supply for that particular day, or vice versa. And again, they're perplexed because they really are looking for a reason.
Do me a favor.
And again, I said, well,
Terry, do you have the Manny? Do you have the
whatever you want to say as a reason that satisfies you? Right.
Let me see if you can see the pit tab. All right, coming down into the overnight low. Guys. So heads up.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Renee. All right. Again, Renee is our daily producer here. So thanks to Renee for all the work that he's been doing on the Pitbull Trading live stream. So when you see Renee's name, he's the man behind the curtain, as they say, right? But you want to pay attention, in this case, to the man behind the curtain. So yeah, don't forget the Pitbull Traders YouTube channel. All right, lots of good stuff there. Again, you can always go back and
For some
review
reason, I can't.
all the various
Terry, do you want me to
commentators,
switch over
presenters.
to YouTube?
There's really,
I mean,
we're
what
building a
works better for you,
library
Steve?
of just, I mean,
Right.
an amazing library of talent and viewpoints, opinions,
Okay.
analysis.
That's what I figured. All right, well, guys, we're coming into
certainly
that target right down here for 12,
everything,
15 points.
everything
I think it's going to be
in there.
Yeah, it's going to be
So,
about
again,
15 point
I know
gain.
it can be a little bit
Come on,
daunting
feel me.
to
Let's go. I'm
go
a
back
point.
and
I'm off.
review a
I'm
live
bid at a
stream
point
or
above
something.
the
But
overnight low.
here's what you want to do. If something hits you
my bid 74.38
with any of the presenters in any of the live streams,
got it.
okay,
Filled.
make a note of it.
Filled on
Just
that
jot
one.
it down. Time, date.
Okay, so I got to make
Then
sure I
go
get
back
Terry in here.
and say, okay, I'm going to go back to this time, date. Watch that review.
So this is better than. So this is better than.
And
So this is better than.
learn from it.
This is better than YouTube.
Of course, all those YouTube
Good to
things you
know.
can
Thank
speed
you,
up.
guys. Hey, the feedback
If there's a
is
specific
critical.
time within the
I can't say enough
presentation,
about that.
and that's important. So if you're gonna go back and
I
review
don't have the ability.
make sure
to
you
see
note
what
the
guys
time,
see, so,
because then you can just speed right up to it,
yeah, and I'm always willing to
and
pivot and
you don't have
adjust
to
and
sit
make
there
things right
through
for
the
y'all.
entire presentation.
All right. So
All right. Again,
watch
we've been
this
still
here.
staying on the short side of the field here.
Watch for
I
extension.
see no reason to go
Right, so
long.
go short with me. We want to navigate this.
There's no
very
reason to be in a
closely
long. Again, that's one of the key
Monitor
things that we
it
want
very
to
closely.
always
Monitor it very
focus on
closely.
is staying on the
Let's see.
correct
Terry,
side,
Terry.
all right, of the dominant force. That's been my premise
No,
since day one.
Okay. Hopefully Terry's good.
So many people try to pick a level and, I'm going to go long here because it's a level. That's great. It's a level. But if it doesn't show, the strength that
Getting that
you
follow
need to
through
see,
here.
then it's not really a level. It's not an important level anyways. All right. Well, again, we're looking for 25s on the short side as a level, speaking of. Yep, 74.25 is on deck. One of our initial objectives. How long you at this good morning? This right? No, I'm not long at all.
All right, so we're coming down into that support area. So hey, heads up, any support area.
Oh, how long you? Oh, okay,
right?
I misread that. Okay, so how long you at this game?
Look, I have
Trading-wise,
21
in this
points in
business?
this. 21 point gain here, guys. I'm into my support area. Even though it's early, I'm going to book the profit. I'm going to take the points and get out simply because I have that.
Wait a minute. I don't know the acronyms here. What's this? How long you at this game?
Let me just see if I can get a favorable fill and book the 20 points.
Spell it out for me, Philly D.
Let's see if we can get 34. See if I can get a favorable fill. Again, so what we always try to do and always try to... Got it. All right, got it, guys. Plus 20 points on that one. Plus 20 points. Nice. Super happy about that. Okay. Way to go.
Oh, it's an Italian
way to start.
It's an Italian expression.
All right.
Okay.
So let me see if
I'm not familiar with that one.
So you couldn't see the numbers clearly on YouTube? Okay. Yeah, that's important, man. That matters, right? Oh, look at these rogue orders right here.
All right. So 25s again is a
little bit
target.
of house cleaning here.
If short, It is not necessarily a long.
Let's see what we have.
Okay, what we would want to see is some response and a hold against a certain level before we decide we want to go long against that level. Right now, it's just a short target.
If you've been following
the downside.
Yeah, I know you just got here, but Steve, I've been looking for a big.
I think one of Manny's levels got cut through, right,
about,
Manny?
I would say 30. I think it was 7 to 10 days when I first started writing about it on Substack.
No real response there.
And
just come down toward 25. If you're short, that would be an area to
as
least
shallow as most
take some in.
But that remains to be seen, of course, right?
Just 25 is just one of the levels that I identified. You want to know all the inside baseball?
A little bit of house cleaning here.
It's just looking at all the activity from the past several days.
Right, if I get this up, if I can get this
remember,
to work,
all our levels,
then what that does
is
for me
plus
is
minus 5 points. So I'm always doing zones, right? Okay. Yeah, I shook up the Magic 8 Ball last night while I was writing the daily trade strategy. No, it's just really just kind of, you can see all the responsiveness in and around the 25s, plus or minus around the 25s over here. It's not magic, guys, right? It clearly is not. I mean, I'm not looking like, even here, if we go a little bit further backwards, let me just open up the chart a little bit further so people can see it better, right? Again, all the various levels that I'm selecting, it all comes from past activity, right? So you got, you get a low over here, kind of carry that forward,
guys. That is awesome.
Right? You look at,
let me know if you caught any of it
around here.
Okay.
Right? Again, carry that forward, right? And it brings it to around, 23s, 25s. So again, I say, okay, 25s plus or minus 5. Again, it's not rocket science, right? It's just looking at what happened in previous sessions, right? And again, giving myself that, plus or minus 5 buffer zone, right? Allows, for some, flexibility. And again, the market's just not going to stop on a dime, at a particular level. Sometimes it does, but most times it won't. All right. And then we go from 25s, okay, down to 15s. Well, that's basically the cycle day one low, right? At 16s, we got a low over here. So then we go, 25s here, 15s here, and then of course, we can identify a D level, which is at 775. So I'm going to go 74.05, right? Remember, it's plus or minus, so it's within that zone. That makes sense? Guys, not rocket science. You can do this stuff too.
Okay, cool. No problem.
Right?
No problem.
It's
early enough in the day, and I'm still. I have to get this out.
Many of you to try to do this for yourselves.
If you got the blueprint this morning,
again,
that's always
it's not about
priority, right?
being
and I just
super
didn't
accurate.
have enough
it's just
time
about
to really
framing out the potential for market
to let everyone
to
know
a particular area.
that streaming,
and that's why all my levels and things that I'm highlighting, I don't necessarily use them as pinpoint. I got to buy them there or sell them there. Rather,
just had that
the market has reached an objective. What does it want to do now? What is it showing me in that area? Okay, reach that objective. So we're short from earlier, down to 25-ish, plus or minus. That objective has been fulfilled. All the way down to 2175. But again, 2175, how many contracts are trading there, right? What, 3, 4? I don't know. So we're at the low end of the most recent range. What has occurred in the past, again, not saying that will happen today, same way, but what has happened in the past? Where did price consolidate and chop around yesterday for, a period of time? All right. Well, go back to your 5-minute chart.
Let me get.
Again, look, we spent a lot of time in this area yesterday, right?
Let me just hit all these socials.
So it makes sense to select the price point within that zone as a target. That's the rationale. I'm just looking back at what happened at previous levels. I'm not using Fibonacci measurements. I'm not using any mathematical formula when I do this. I'm just looking at, well, where did price occur? What was happening in an area? How long did it stay there? What type of volume did it build? Okay. Ultimately, it's a very easy approach. I mean, I'm not trying to, I'm not doing any calculus in any way. It's just visual. And just asking the question, what happened in certain areas? You say, okay, well, then it say, well, if price breaks down below a particular, number, in this case, 50s, where could it go? Well, it probably goes down back to an area where there was a lot of activity, right? That makes sense. An area or a zone of or prior acceptance.
Right. Doesn't work for Terry. Terry,
that's how I come up with levels and zones.
Let me see if he's in the pit. Let me check the pit.
That's how I was taught to, and it serves me well. And I'm not trying to be accurate like some folks out there on the Twitter sphere. You know who they are. I'm not trying to be, that. I'm trying to identify zones so we can, be flexible with our decision making and analysis. So now we're back down to this area again, 25s, 30s, give or take. Again, essentially the same zone area that price was trading heavily yesterday. So now the question becomes, right, going forward now, we're retesting this area. There was a lot of activity in this area. Are the buyers interested in buying more here, or does that equilibrium equation, supply demand, change? Okay, so far we've kept everybody on the right side. Again, whether you've took a trade or not, again, that's your choice. But again, my goal is to make sure everybody is on the correct side. And in many cases, we'll let our auto X's and things do our lots of our trading for us when it comes to that. Let's see, what else do we have down here? So pretty much anything can go. Yes, we call that the wild card.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm coming back around. I'm sorry for the silence, guys. Sorry for going dark on you. I'm just okay. Perfect. Good. All right, welcome. Never mind. Okay, let me just tell Marlon. Thank you. All right, good. All right, if anybody else, okay, great. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right, guys. So we blew past that 74. I think So here's what I just want to mention about today. So we are, if you read the blueprint this morning, we are in a negative gamma environment, right? So I'm expecting, and we've been coiled for, let's see, let's just make sure we're accurate about this. So we've been coiled pretty much since June 26th. I mean, look at this. These are compressed ranges. They look nothing.
Nice. You're getting a nice. So again, if you were short coming in down into this area,
they look nothing like these.
Like I said,
right? We've had compressed ranges, super compressed the last 4 or 5 days. Okay, so I'm expecting some expansion here. I think we're going to see an outsized print sooner or later, where it could go, where you can get relative to these. I think we get a nice bearish, nice outsized print. All right. So let me just get back into the swing of things here. I'm just trying to answer some email because there are a couple of other people that are trying to get in right now. They can't. So I'm trying to make sure that I get to everyone. Hang tight. Hey, are you guys in anything right now? Let me know. I think we're going to see further downside. I think this could be a trend day. Wait, not bearish day. Sorry. Let me just be clear about that. I just have to answer this email. I apologize. I have 2 other people that are trying to get in right now, and I think I just lost connection again too. Yeah, that's not good.
All right.
Just trying to, I can't.
All right, so now we got, again, still playing to the short side and staying there. A little bit of a bounce, but not really getting a reversal recovery. So short side still they're already changing in terms of the the lean, right? Looking now, today's lean so far is to the downside. We don't got Jay Powell in there anymore, so market's not really. Market tells us by its actions. All right, so back down to the 25 target level. Again, next is down to retest the cycle day 1 low, prior low area, down into the 15s. Pretty confident that that's going to get tagged.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see what we can get here. All right. Okay, that's the last one. I think that's all of them. There were 3 people trying to get in here, and I'm just gonna have to field those requests in the still not. What do you mean? What does that mean?
All right, so now a little bit of balance in here. Again, down into those. Let's see. What's our framework here? 40s, 20s.
Okay.
So our current sandbox
okay,
cool. Use as
okay. All right. Let 40s, me know
20s.
What trading platform are you using?
Sandbox is just what it sounds like.
Oh, look at that.
The playground, the range. But right now, again, the continue to lean still to the sell side. So, all right, coming into our 15 area, tagging the
okay.
Cycle day 1 low, prior low. There you go. Oh. 15.
It is on a tear, guys. We're gonna have to be really cautious on how.
Anybody trading alongside?
Like how we enter this, and I'm going into scout mode
and paying attention to our script.
Just taking 5 points and dipping in and dipping out. I really.
CD3 going in the wrong direction. Well, it already fulfilled.
There's another person.
The 3-day cycle target. The statistic.
Sorry.
So by trading above,
it sucks to be trying to get in and you can't.
Low.
You see the market moving out like
so
this,
and
you're trying to get in a room and you're locked out.
Yeah, but even during the RTH. But keep in mind, okay, once that occurs, all right, it's a wild card. The cycle day 3. So again, remember, many of the declines, right, happen on cycle day 3.
Yeah, I'm just taking these scalps, guys. Just little baby scalps, 2 and 3 point scalps.
All right, D level coming up, folks. For you guys trading the D level.
I had it up. Wait, what is this account number? Obviously, I trade.
Coming down to our 5s.
I trade.
I think it tagged the 5, didn't it? I've been 5 handle. No, 6.
Maligned by many.
6. All right. Yeah, I measure.
So I like to spread out the risk.
Yeah.
This thing.
Give us a 5.
Yeah, watch it here though, Terry. Like I said, I am less hesitant. I'm less inclined to buy it on the first touch. Let me just. Dang it, I hope I can get this. It's really bothering me. So what I'd like to see is, if let's see if this thing starts to stabilize a bit, right? That would be nice. And let's see if we can start to form a balance, something like that. But we do have time, right? We're at 10:15. We're looking for a low into this
anyways,
window.
5
So we're
point,
looking for a low
7405
pivot
plus or minus
somewhere
5.
in
So
the
we're
near
essentially
around this time frame.
got
Somewhere
our
in between
targets.
10 and 10:45. So if you think about it, right, that's 10 and 10. It's 10:15 now. We'll have
Now again, if you entered on the D level long,
15-minute
your goal
prints
is first
in which we can
recovery
get an
of
opportunity.
the prior low.
I mean, that's the patient approach. If you want to get if you want to get in quickly, don't do that.
So again, those that are unfamiliar with the D level,
so if you want to get in on an
areas,
opportunity, you can always
right
just be
here
patient.
on our
you can always just scalp it,
D
right?
level, that
Like
yellow zone
there
there,
for sure.
Line.
Not wrong with that.
Okay, so this is a long from the D level.
But if this is going to be a low, I think so. The way this, the way I've seen, and then we probably put in a low very soon, right? And then this low should not be breached, right? So let's say 7406 should not be breached. So then what we want to see is a balance in this area.
One of our trade strategies. I think Manny has what, 7402 to 05s, Manny?
But we want to see nothing that comes really closer to
that. That matches up
into
with what we
have. And then like somewhere in
and again, the reclaim of the 17s prior low.
Last one. I just forwarded them all to Marlon. Now patience is key right here. Oh, no worries, no worries. Great, good. I'm happy. Great, awesome. Good job. I'm glad you got it. Yeah, that's why listen, in my opinion, starting the morning off with a winner is really, really good because it just kind of like puts things, takes the edge off. At this point, you can. You can start to, you have a couple of shekels in the till that you're playing with some of the house's money, and it just kind of takes that ease off because in many respects, so I had 2 contracts on that trade, right? And I had a pre-market trade, right? So, I'm up, I've done pretty good for the day. Like there's no reason to go out and I had 2 pre-market trades, right? So when I hit that daily marker where I've done pretty good for the day, I always tend to just take the edge off. Okay, hang tight 1 second, guys. I want to grab something to drink.
All right, there's the
recovery
of the prior low. D-level Dan got that one, right?
I'm going to long this level if we get that retest, like as I said.
Standard play.
But what I prefer is a short.
Very nice, Dan.
But in order for me to get short now, I need to wait until, I need to wait a few hours for it. So I'm not shorting anything right now. It's a trend day, but I don't know that that's going to be the case. Passing from the pit, you know, with support like Renee and those guys helping out, it's really it's their contribution cannot be understated, um, for sure. All right, let me grab something to drink. I'll be right back.